springtime, back to the vibrant greens and new life, and of course new horticultural experiments. That's what I've done, and I brought you here today just to show you that. With me as always is my old pal Whiskey Boy, so we're going to take you on an adventure. Come along. Anyway, as you can see right here, this area was practically cleared for me. I did have to dig out a bit of the overgrowth, but basically it was a full-on potato bed right here. Anytime I got growth on my potato, I'd slice that piece off. I saved them in a box over the winter in the garage, so they never really froze. And they lost a lot of moisture. I didn't think they would grow. I didn't think anything would come, but they're actually growing. Yeah. Out of the eyes that I saved up in my garage, I put them all over this patch. Here's another one here. Oh, if you can see that. Another one right at the end of my finger there. These are a couple of rows, and what I've done is, after you see so much growth, a good thing to do with your potatoes is to bury them back in. It's called hilling. There's a point in the grow process where you want to give them a lot of soil where the potatoes can form. So in the early stages, I just came out here and I buried in some of these, but they are growing, which is amazing to me because I never thought they'd take. That's why I put them on this piece of land that I don't own. I just wanted to do it as an experiment. Believe it or not, actually sprouted. So I've seen they were covered in mold, they were dried up. I really didn't think they would take, but they're growing. So we'll come back here in the fall and see how these turn out. And of course, periodically I'm going to come in here and actually hill them, so there's lots of soil. They're not growing strong, which tells me this ground's not really fertile. I could come in here and put some fertilizer down, and I may do that, but again, it's just utilizing this space that was just turned over by the plow when he cleared this access road. And hey, it's probably gonna yield a couple potatoes anyway. That's old Sheen au natural for you. Stick with me, there'll be more tips. Now that I got that out of the way, I think I'll go dig a few worms and try my hand at some trout fishing. So a lot of times what I do is I buy worms from my neighbor. He collects night crawlers, and that works pretty good, but I often just go about it my own. Go about it on my own. Too dry over here. There's one. Couple little pitiful worms there. I think I'm going to go look somewhere else. There's a nice juicy one. A few more of them, then I'll hit the pond. You can see them jumping. Right now they're feeding on flies. Maybe I can coax them onto my hook with them worms that I showed you. Beautiful evening. Now we're going to give it a try here. Here's what I'm dealing with for bait. Just a little gob of worm. Nothing beats old worm. Some people like to say, oh yeah, I should use shrimp and other stuff like that. Yeah, I suppose they got, those things got their moments. But for me, nothing beats a good old-fashioned gob of worm. So there you go. Give it a shot right now. It's not looking good tonight. There's a lot of fish here. You can see them jumping all over the pond, but that jumping that you see is actually feeding on flies, and flies are so rampant here they don't even want to taste this worm. They don't even want to taste this worm. Anyway, I guess maybe I'll try somewhere else. I got one. Oh, woo! There you go. There's one. Small though. Yeah. Well, not really small. Just smaller than the monster you got here. Yeah. Should I keep it? Huh? Nah. Nice fish though. Yeah. And so concludes another fine day in Western Newfoundland. Hope you enjoyed this little bit of nature, and see you again next time. Until then, old Sheen's gonna miss you.